right side. Scott thought about shooting it from downtown. Instead, she's going to take it to the hole. Her shot is in and good, which is a redundancy, but she got it in. 9-4, Lebanon leading. Kristen Kirkland on the right wing tried to pass it underneath the Thompson. The ball's going to be batted away and belong to the Devilettes.
Come on, man, make the call. Don't be afraid.
Kelly Hallam's on the baseline. Gets it into Wilbert, almost batted away. Wilbert gets it to Simonis on the outside, to the far right to a wide open Kelly Hallam's, who hits another one. 12-4, all 12 points coming from Kelly Hallam's, and Clyde, she's in double digits.
4 out of 5 shooting, that's not bad.
She stayed late at the gym last night practicing her free throw, or her 3 points apparently. She did not get a single point last night. She's going to make up for it. They call a push against Lebanon. Who is it? Who's guilty? Thompson, that's her second. Oh, it was against Bradley. Thank you, Tab. I see that now that Lebanon gets it outside, so that's going to be against Ashley Barton. My fault. Megan Thompson still with only 1 foul. Now Bradley has 5, Lebanon with 4 on the night. Lebanon with an 8-point lead, all thanks to Kelly Hallam's. Simonis between the circles, taking over to the right side herself, gets it to Kirkland. Kirkland at the free throw line, underneath the Thompson, off the glass.
Great pass.
Finally, Lebanon scores 2 off the hands of somebody beside Kelly Hallam's. 14-4, Lebanon out front by 10. Bradley.
Thompson got the bucket, but boy, Kirkland made a great pass.
Bradley, as Scott takes a shot from the free throw line, gets it and is going to be fouled by Hallam's. Everybody's bound to mess up every now and then. Hallam's gets called for getting her on the wrist, and so Scott will go to the line for 1. She is 0 for 2 tonight. But
she has all Bradley's 6 points.
Oh, we just ought to take 8 players off the floor and make it Hallam's versus Scott, and we might have a ball game.
That one might not have went in if she hadn't been hit.
Scott makes it 7 as she hits the free throw. They're in that full court press again. Lebanon trying to get it across the timeline. Simonis throws a wild pass, but Hallam's comes up with it. Gets it over to Kirkland on the far right for 3, in and out. And Bradley comes up with the rebound. Ball hit the floor a couple times before somebody decided to go get it. Bradley now coming back and working on their basket. Lindsey Jackson on the right side. Takes a long 3-point shot off the side of the rim. Thompson picking up the board. And Lebanon again will come down. Hallam's crossing the timeline to Simonis between the circles. Simonis. Dribbling. Takes it over to the right side herself. Now goes into the paint. Bounce pass to Hallam's on the outside. Another 3's put up. This one a little short. Rebounded by Thompson, who puts it off the glass. And Lebanon's up by 9, 16-7. Bradley bringing it back down the floor. Jackson on the right side. Gets it back to Crow up top. Crow thought about taking it herself. Gets it to Jackson on the far right for 3. Nothing but net. 16-10. Barbara wants time. So do we. 30 seconds and we'll be back.
Devilettes with a 16-10 lead. Kelly Hallam's hitting 4 out of 5 threes from behind the arc.
Well, 6
Megan
now.
Thompson chipping in with... it's 6 tries now, 4 out of 6. And Megan Thompson now chipping in with 4 points on a couple of 2s. And Lebanon's got the ball as we resume play.
Simonis in the backcourt. Again, Bradley in that full court press. Shantae Stephen coming in the game for... Who's she coming in for? Kelly Hallam's. Ball's going to be knocked away by Bradley on an errant pass. It's going to belong to Lebanon.
Bradley quick enough. You can't throw those nonchalant passes out there.
They do have quickness.
Gotta have some zip on them.
Simonis gets it over to Wilbert, across the timeline to Kirkland. Kirkland in the paint, throws it out to Stephen on the left side, back to Wilbert up top, over to Simonis on the far right. Simonis making her way between the circles, gets it to Wilbert. 3-point shot from the left side, in and out, going to be rebounded by the Lady Bears from Bradley. Scott crossing the timeline for Bradley. Gets it to Reynolds, back to Pickle. Pickle. Takes it up herself. Her shot's way up high off the glass. And then Kristen Reynolds took a shot, missed it, and is fouled by Kirkland.
Well, nobody challenged Well, the rebound under there, and number 11, Kroll, pulled it down.
Tamara Crow from the line. Cuts the lead to 5. It's a 16-11. She hits her first of 2. Here's her second one. It's in and out. Rebounded by Megan Thompson. So the Devilettes avoid getting that lead cut to 4. It's 5 points. Lebanon leading 16-11. Ashley Simonis guilty of a double dribble. You don't see that called too often. I think it's the first time it's happened all year in the games we've called, Clyde.
I think her foot kind of slipped that time and caused her to do it, but she was in a little bit of a hurry.
Bradley with it on their side of the court. Tamara Crow going to take it up the lane herself, puts it off the glass. It rolls out as it could have gone in, but it rolled around on the rim and comes back out. Another lucky break for Lebanon. Kirkland on the right side gets it to Simonis up top. Simonis little spin move. Gets around Pickle. Wilbert, rather, for 2 from 14 feet, gets it. It's 18-11. And again, if she'd have been maybe 3 or 4 inches back, it would have been a three-pointer. Probably would have fell a little short, though.
Well, Devilettes at least are taking the shots they give them tonight.
Underneath, it's Scott. Her shot's going to fall off the front rim and belong to Lebanon as Thompson comes up with the rebound. Now Shantae Stephen on the left side. Stephen back to Simonis between the circles. Simonis looking for somebody to go to. Takes it over to the left side herself after a little pick and roll. Wilbert for 3, hits it from downtown, and the Lebanon Blue Devilettes take a 21-11 lead. We're back out to 10, and that's been the biggest lead tonight.
It's their 5th 3 in the first half. That's
impressive.
Filling it up.
Scott taking a shot from 14 feet from the right side. Goes around the rim and in. So 21-13. Lebanon's lead back down to 8. Simonis between the circles almost had it stolen. Bradley's pressing hard. She bounce passes it into Thompson in the paint. Gets it out to Kirkland on the right side for 3. Back rim going to be rebounded by Pickle for Bradley. Looked like she stepped on the line and got away with it. Lindsey Jackson on the right side. Gets it back to Pickle up top. Long 3-pointers off the front rim, and they're going to call a push. 1-and-1 loose ball push against Simonis.
That'll be her second.
So
Allums with 2.
Allums is coming back in the game to replace Kristen Kirkland.
Pickle will have the 1-and-1.
You can't shoot the ball. You can hit a shot.
Pickle hits her first one.
They're now 3 out of 6 from the free throw line.
Here comes her second one. Off the front rim, going to be rebounded by Bradley. Stolen by Kelly Hallams and knocked out of bounds by Bradley, so Lebanon will get it back.
Well, Lebanon lucky there. They got out-hustled again on the rebound.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this one. Kelly Hallams gets called for a walk, so it goes back the other way. Lebanon leading 21-14 in this battle on the gridiron. Scoreboard would show you that. Scott going to take it under the basket. Her shot is up and good. Never mind the charge. So Bradley cuts the lead to 5. Simonis to Hallams. Hallams back to Simonis, still in the backcourt, trying to get it across the timeline to Wilbert. Wilbert going to take the dribble herself. Better hurry. Gets it to Simonis on the far right wing. Lebanon's across. Simonis now between the circles. Still dribbling, looking for somebody to go to, letting her team get set. Gets Stephen on the right side. Stephen back over to Hallams and over to Simonis on the far left. Simonis back to Stephen up top, over to Hallams on the right. Hallams underneath to Thompson. She goes out to the free throw line, takes a shot, nails it. 23-16.
6 for Thompson.
Jackie Pickle bringing it across the line for Bradley. Crow on the big L, guarded by Stephen. Crow looking for somebody to go to. Going to take it up herself. Gets it out to Scott on the left side. Scott making her way to the top of the key. Over to Pickle. Pickle on the big L. Tosses it over to Scott on the right. Scott going to take about an 18-foot jumper. No good. Off the glass. Didn't catch any rim. So Lebanon gets the rebound as Wilbert grabs it. And we're under a minute to go in the half. Lebanon leading 23-16. Simonis standing in the half-court circle. Gets it over to Wilbert on the left. Wilbert back to Simonis.
They may play for 1.
I would let Kelly Hallams get open. She's hot tonight. Steven on the right side. Back to Hallams between the circles. Back to Wilbert. Wilbert to Thompson, had it nearly stolen, and she was fouled, and Scott got away with it. Simonis on the far right, 30 seconds to go. It's back to Steven. Steven over to Wilbert. Wilbert on the far left, gets it back to Simonis between the circles. Over to Hallams. Lebanon wants to take a shot, but Bradley's not going to let him. Now Simonis going to back off, stand on the big L, gets it over to Hallams on the far right for three. It was partially blocked, so we won't say it was an air ball. She gets it over, Bradley gets the rebound, as Pickle's going to drive the lane, take the shot. It's off the front rim, rebounded by Thompson, and the half will in. 23-16, Lebanon leading this one. At the break, we're going to pause for how many, Clyde? 1 or 2? 2 minutes, rather. 2 minutes. Billy back at the station. We'll be back for the halftime show.
Here again with the call is Zach Bennett.
Well, they came back awful early. That clock still had 20 seconds on it when the girls got out on the floor. So Bradley now working on the basket to your right. Jackie Pickle tossing it over to Crow on the left side. Crow back to Pickle between the circles. Pickle guarded by Simonis. Pickle's going to take it up to the lane herself and going to be pushed by Megan Thompson. Thompson knew she was guilty of it as soon as it happened. You could tell by the smile on her face.
That's Thompson's second. And the team first here in the second half.
But that's going to send Jackie Pickle to the line for two, since she was in the process of shooting the basketball. So she'll go to the line. Her first one is in and out and back in. Cutting the lead to 6. It's 23-17. Here comes her second one. It's up and good as well. 23-18, and she is deadly from the line tonight. 3 of 3. Lebanon again in that full court, or trying to get out of that full court press. Bradley successfully stolen, then lost it out of bounds. So Lebanon will get the ball with a new 10 seconds to work.
Again, Lebanon's going to have to put a little zip on those passes.
Hallams. Back to Wilbert. Wilbert gets it across the timeline to a wide-open Kristen Kirkland. Kirkland making her way over to the right wing. Thought about taking a three, thought better of it. Gets it to Thompson underneath. Thompson.
It was all over Thompson under there.
Thompson tried to pass it out to Hallams, and it's going to be stolen in midair by Lindsey Jackson for the Lady Bears from Bradley Central. Bradley now working on the basket to your right, goes over and back. And the referee
made a bad call. The other guy has to tell him how. He made a bad no call under that basket down there a moment ago when they mugged Thompson.
Well, Barbara Hallam's not happy about that. She's keeping her mouth shut to avoid getting a big T. Sometimes you can't always argue your case. Basketball is not a democracy. Scott working for Bradley under the basket, shoots it from just in front of the free throw line. It goes in, so the lead's cut to 3, 23-20. Wilbert with the ball in the backcourt, trying to get it across the timeline, throws a long pass to Kirkland. How many times have we said that? Hallams from wide open on the left side, gets it in, and she's got 15, all from behind the arc. 26-20, Lebanon leading. Kelly Hallams has turned in to a deadly three-point shooter. Scott takes a three of her own. It's airballed and out of bounds. Belongs to Lebanon. It may have hit the head of Kristen Reynolds on its way out. May have skimmed the top of her skull. Lebanon going to bring it back in. Simonis threw an errant pass to Hallams. It's going to go almost out of bounds. Hallams makes a diving save, comes up with it. Then Thompson's going to try to take it around the baseline. She's going to be fouled by Tamber Crow.
Crow's first, and the team first here in the second half.
So